policemen came to our door, knocked on the door, and they told us what had happened. That Morgan and at least one other young man had been killed in this crash. So that's the every parent's nightmare, I think, is to have the policeman knock on the door and tell you that something like that has happened. I did have this feeling that here was this young man, and he was going to wake up to this knowledge that he had done this thing. And I just thought about him. Maybe because I have 3 sons of my own, and it wasn't really hard for me to think that if my children were in Clint's position, that would be a really bad place for them to be. And I don't know, I don't want anybody to think that somehow or other I'm like saintly, because there was a lot of anger, and there was a lot of frustration, and there was a lot of tears, and it wasn't like I wasn't mad or angry at him. That wasn't the case. Hate is such a big downer in your life. You go through life feeling like I hate somebody. That's a large burden to carry, isn't it? And the person you hate doesn't care. It probably doesn't even know. So why bother? It's too much trouble. He is now in prison. He is serving a 14 to 20 year sentence. I've often thought about it, and I've thought about the kind of the world situation and the eye for an eye kind of a position that we're in. And there you are. Everybody gets blind and toothless. You keep doing that. You have all blind and toothless people. And there's no end to it. It's a cycle. You hurt me, I hurt you, you hurt me back, I hurt you back. There's never an end. You can't ever get past it. I told him that I thought that one of the very best things that the two of us could do would be do presentations to young people and other people about drinking and driving and the consequences of them. And I thought that the two of us together would have a real impact. And I kind of challenged him to do that. When he had an opportunity to speak, he said he would do that he wanted to do that. I know a lot of people are worried because they think he should just sit in his jail cell until he's through with his sentence and do nothing. But I think that that's a real waste of an opportunity, because while he's the age that he is, and he's young, and he's sort of one of the kids, he makes a lot bigger impact than he will when he's 40. I want people to understand, of course, that a lot of what I do because I believe that that's what Morgan would want me to do. That he would not be vengeful or in any of those things either, that he would be forgiving because he understood forgiveness. Now for me, I wanted to get out of that place because I don't want to live in that pain and hurt. And I wanted to get to the place where my memories could be positive. So that when I talked about Morgan to people, I could say, remember how he used to smile, remember that twinkle in his eye, remember when he did this, remember when he did that. When I could talk about him in a positive way, and people could be happy when they thought about him, and I could be happy and not sad and angry. So that's been a good thing for me to do. It seems like a positive, way to channel a lot of that. Maybe that's the other thing people need to find in their lives is, I think people that move on and have forgiveness are able to find positive things to do to maybe impact the situations that they're in. So that's been a positive thing, and I've been real pleased to be involved in that.